Let's try this again. Grand Rising, people. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. It's your guy, Inspired Seeker, coming to you live from indoors, guys. I hope this message finds you well. I'm doing great. So, guys, I'm a bit tired right now. I just woke up for I don't know which time this is. I keep sleeping, waking up, sleeping, waking up, sleeping, waking up. You may be experiencing this sense of tiredness, huh? This new moon energy is intense, guys. Happy new moon, by the way. I tried to record earlier, guys. I set up and everything, then I had this overwhelming feeling of tiredness. I had to lay down for a nap. I just woke up. I said, let me get this out of the way now. Alright, it's been like that all night. But anyhow, let's get to the message. We're talking about 5 more ways we give our power away. Alright, again, 5 more ways we give our power away. Now, I did a previous video discussing 5 ways we give our power away. I'm gonna link it in here somewhere. So, if you haven't seen that, check it out. Alright, 5 ways we give our power away. That's the part 1. This will be the part 2 to that video. Alright. We concluded, guys, in that other video that to give your power away is simply when your happiness, your value, and your self-worth comes from the external. Okay? That means you're giving your power away to that external, whatever that external factor may be, right? It could be people, it could be situations, events, it could be places, all right? Whatever it is if it's outside of you and you derive your happiness, your joy, your self-worth, and your value from that, then that means you're giving your power away to that. Okay? These things should be derived from within you. Okay? When you give your power away, you essentially render yourself powerless. Alright? So, without wasting much time, guys, let's get into this one. 5 more ways you may be giving your power away without knowing it. Alright? The first one is over attachment. Okay? Or attachment in general. Alright? Even though some of us can tend to be overly attached. Alright? Now, when we talk about attachments, guys, we're talking about attachments to events, attachments to environments, attachments to situations, attachment to people, attachments to achievements, attachments to outcomes, all right? Guys, when you think this way, okay, when you are overly attached to something, guys, you are essentially giving your power away to that something, all right? And your well-being depends on what happens with that thing that you are overly attached to. Okay, so for instance, if it's a particular outcome, and you are overly attached to that outcome, if it does not go the way you intended to go or the way you want it to go, it's gonna affect you, right? It's gonna affect your well-being. It's gonna affect the way you feel, all right? So when we do this, guys, we are becoming dependent on whatever that is. All right, our well-being is becoming dependent on whatever that is, and that's not a healthy way to be, because should something change on whatever it is that we are attached to, it affects our overall well-being, right? Say we are attached to a particular individual or a particular event. Let's just use individual for this example, all right? If you're attached to a particular individual and that individual were to leave your life or move away or any of that, or even, God forbid, pass on for whatever reason, right? You will be left broken, okay? You will be left broken. This is how you hear, oh, that was my crutch. That was my other half. That was this. That was that. right? Because you're overly attached to that individual, okay? So let's learn not to be so overly attached. As a matter of fact, let's learn to be detached, all right? That's another video. Look out for that, all right? I'll do a video on detachment, okay? Let's not be so overly attached to things or circumstances or events or situations or people or achievements or outcomes, because if something changes with that, it will affect our well-being, essentially. All right. So way number 2 is controlling. Okay, controlling. Guys, controlling behavior, in my experience, is fueled by the ego. Okay, so if you're a controlling person, guys, then you are living in your ego. Okay. Also, if you are the type of person that likes to control other people, then know that it's an unhealthy behavior. Okay. You essentially give your power away to whatever it is that you're controlling, because if it doesn't work your way, it has the ability then to change your mood, okay? To change how you feel about it or them, if it's a person, okay? You will suddenly become angry because it did not go the way you intended it to go. Or if it's an individual, you'll become angry or sad because they didn't do what you were expecting them to do, okay? So let's learn to be hands off, all right? Not be so controlling, because the only thing in reality, guys, the only thing that you should be in control of is yourself, okay? It's yourself, not other people or situations or outcomes or anything, all right? Because when you surrender control and let everything flow freely as it should, it's the best way to be, okay? As I've come to learn, all right? When you controlling outcomes, for instance, all right, should that outcome not be favorable to you, it will cause you to have a negative emotion because of that, okay? You will, like I said earlier, either become angry or you become sad because the outcome did not play out the way you intended it to or the way you wanted it to, okay? Likewise, if you're controlling another individual, all they have to do is not go the way you want them to go or do the things you want them to do, and that will make you angry, okay? You are essentially giving them power over you, okay? You are giving them the power to control your mood or your emotions, okay? Because now you're realizing now that they can anger you or they can make you sad at a drop of a hat, okay? All they have to do is step out of bounds, okay? Not go the way you want them to go. And then you get angry, you get upset, this and that, all right? So don't be controlling, guys, all right? Learn to be hands off. And like I said, the only thing you should be controlling is your own self, okay? Not others, not situations, not outcomes, all right? So that's way number 2. You may be giving your power away, all right? Way number 3 is people pleasing, okay? People pleasing. Guys, this typically happens in the workplace most of the time, or even in school, or within the family, okay? We want to impress someone, okay? Maybe it's our boss, maybe it's our teacher, our professor, maybe it's our parents, okay? Whoever this individual is that you want to people please, guys, you want to impress, you are essentially giving them power over you, okay? Because you have to do so much, right? You have to give so much of yourself to make that other individual happy, okay? You have to give so much of yourself to make that other individual like you, or to impress that other individual. All right. When you do this, you're robbing yourself. Okay, you robbing yourself of that time that you could have invested in yourself to make yourself a better individual. Okay, why don't we learn to become a better version of ourselves instead? Okay, and if they like us, great. If they dislike us, that's also great. Okay, that's a reflection of them. Okay, and not a reflection of you. Okay, so rather than people please, guys, let's learn to just focus on ourselves and become a better version of ourselves. And if they decide to like us, whoever don't like it, they could go to hell, right? That's my policy. Okay, so don't be in people pleasing situations. All right, you go to a job, you want to impress your boss. You go to school, you want to impress your teacher, you want to impress your professor, or within the family, you want to impress your siblings, you want to impress your parents, whatever the case. All right, you are essentially giving them control over you. You are essentially giving them the power to control you. Okay, you're giving your power away to them, because should you do something that they're not impressed by, all right, or should you do something that they're not happy with, then suddenly they react and make you feel sad. Now you're giving them control to influence the way you feel about yourself. All right, so stop people pleasing, guys. All right, if you are someone who are engaged in people pleasing behaviors, guys, begin taking steps. All right, like I said, learn to be yourself. Okay, learn to be a better version of yourself. Learn to be an authentic individual, and allow the rest to fall in place. Okay, whoever likes you, great. Whoever don't like you, that's also great, but that's a reflection of them as individuals. Okay, so that's way number 3, people pleasing. All right, way number 4, guys, is self-doubt. Okay, self-doubt, guys, is usually brought on by fear and the lack of confidence in oneself. Okay, when you fear what the outcome of a situation may be, you fear you're not enough, you fear you may fail, all of these things. Okay, you fear they may not like you, you fear they may not like it, whatever the case. All right, you are essentially lacking confidence in yourself when you engage in self-doubt. All right, embrace your weaknesses and embrace your strengths the same way. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to double down on your strengths. All right, and do as much as you can to improve your weaknesses, rather than get caught up in self-doubt. All right, because that will stop you from moving forward, essentially. All right, that could cripple you, guys. All right, I've seen a lot of people start projects, and then self-doubt creeps in, fear creeps in. They allow others to influence their mindset. Okay, someone says something nasty about their creation, and then all of a sudden they don't want to go forward again. Okay, now all of a sudden that one person who has something nasty to say about them has created this whole self-doubt in their mind, and now they don't want to move forward. They considering stopping and all of these things. All right, they lose confidence in themselves and all of that. All right, so know that, guys, self-doubt, when you engage in self-doubt, you are essentially giving your power away. All right, to fear, of course, and it also shows that you lack confidence in yourself. All right, so like I said, embrace your strong points. Okay, we all have weaknesses, we all have strong points. Okay, we have strengths and weaknesses. All right, it's a natural part of life. So embrace your weaknesses the same way you embrace your strengths, but double down on your strengths and work as much as you can to improve your weaknesses. All right, so that's way number 4, self-doubt. Okay. And way number 5 is lack of boundaries. Okay. Lack of boundaries. Guys, as empaths, pre-awakening, we tend to suffer from this. All right. We don't have any clear boundaries. We don't have any healthy boundaries in place, and this allows toxic people to overstep our boundaries left, right, and center. All right. Guys, what happens is when you have no boundaries, guys, anybody can just walk into your life, do whatever they want to do, and walk out. Okay. This also allows others to push your buttons at will. Okay. They can come into your life, do whatever they want, and leave. All right. They can push your buttons at will. All right. So let's learn to set some strong, healthy boundaries. Okay. Set boundaries for yourself and also set boundaries for others around you. Okay. Because like I said, when you lack boundaries, anybody can just walk into your life, do whatever they want, and walk out. Okay, so have respect for yourself and have boundaries in place for yourself and for others. Okay, when you have boundaries for yourself and for others, guys, it let others know that what you could tolerate and what you won't tolerate. All right, and then it lets them know exactly where to draw the line. Okay, so if they overstep your boundaries, you correcting them. Okay, you checking them right then and there. All right, and what this does, guys, when you lack boundaries, you're essentially giving your power away, because like I said, anybody can come in at any time, do whatever they want, and walk out. Right? Imagine like a business, like a store, for instance, that has no boundaries, no walls, no security, no people watching the store, nothing. All right, anybody could go in there and steal something and walk out. Right? So it's essentially like that. Right? When you lack boundaries, guys, it's like that. All right, anybody can come in, do what they want to you, and then leave. Okay, step all over you, walk all over you, guys, push your buttons at will, and just walk out. All right, so let's learn to set strong, healthy boundaries, both for ourselves and for others. All right, this will help us alleviate this whole giving our power away. All right, so that's the 5 ways we give our power away. Right? Over attachment, that's number 1. Controlling, that's number 2. People pleasing, that's number 3. Self-doubt, that's number 4. And lack of boundaries at number 5. All right, so I hope I made it clear enough, guys. If you enjoyed the message, then drop us a like, and if you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll be notified next time we upload. We do our best to upload every single day at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We discuss spirituality, personal development, and narcissism on this channel. So if any of that appeals to you, then by all means, stick around, because there's plenty more to come. All right. Also, guys, share your experiences in the comment section. Share your thoughts. If there's anything you would like to add, by all means, drop it in the comment section. And also share these messages with loved ones so we can all be aware and we can all learn together. All right. Other than that, let me leave this one here, guys. Until next time, peace, love, and more life.